Hey y'all, AB3 here. Before we get started with today's show, I just want to give you a couple of updates on the greatest hunting app that there is right now. Of course, I'm talking about the Onyx Hunt app. I have it. I don't go into the woods without it. Onyx Hunt, man, that application saved me so many times. I want to tell you about the wind and weather. We all know that plays a big part in what we do, how we decide to hunt, where we decide to hunt. And when you have the Onyx Hunt application, you can see hour by hour forecasts for wind speed and direction. Check it out for the next 8 days, any spot that you hunt on your map up to the next 8 days. That means you can plan ahead, kind of like how they said in the AT movie, plan ahead, amigo. You can do that when you got the Onyx Hunt app. Weather updates coming from 100,000 weather stations, refreshed every 15 minutes. Large, intuitive visuals make it easier for hunters to identify weather patterns, make those in-moment decisions, switch it up, kill those big deer, kill those big elk, get after those ducks and geese, making quick on-the-spot decisions, man, to help you be successful. Trim tracks, man. If you got the trim tracks, you can easily get to and from your stand. Sometimes you forget to turn your trim tracker off. Now with the trim tracks, you can trim those extra steps, get it down to a precise, direct route in and out of your hunt area. Onyx Hunt, know where you stand. Make sure if you don't have it for your Android or your iPhone, it is available. You can also use it on your browser. Web maps are available. Whatever you choose to use, just make sure you're using Onyx Hunt.
From Stone Mountain, Georgia, this is the Bryant Land Show. Hosted by proud Gamecock and South Carolinian AB3.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to a new year, the first episode 2021 of the Bryant Land Show. Thank you for taking the time to join us, man. Starting a new year. Hopefully everybody has had great holidays. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever holidays that you celebrate, celebrating the new year. Hope everybody had great holidays and now ready to get started. 2021, new year, new me, all that good stuff, man. Most of all, just happy you decided to join us for the show today. Definitely want to issue an apology. Last 2 weeks really have been hectic. Last week with the move and stuff, so it took me some time to get an episode done and get it out to you guys. This week, we had a technical difficulty to keep us from coming out on our usual Monday. And that technical difficulty would be not having the stuff to record with, as I was at another location and did not pack the things that I needed to record my podcast. Totally on me, total mistake, man. Like I said, these last 2 weeks have been rough. I do apologize, but like I said, new year, we're getting on board. We're getting off to a good foot, or we're going to get off to a good foot and get things back on track. So appreciate your patience and appreciate you bearing with me. We got 2 topics that I want to cover today on the show, as the show is aptly titled TikTok and Poachers. TikTok and Poachers. I feel like a preacher getting ready to set up a sermon, but Definitely not a sermon today. Just a couple things that I was doing some research over the holidays, looking at some things, and I want to speak to y'all on, like I said, TikTok and poachers. So, without further ado, let's get going.
Bryant Land.
Now, you probably read the title for today's podcast, TikTok and Poachers, and you probably thought to yourself, TikTok, what the hell does TikTok have to do with hunting AB3? Well, the reality of that is, as things continue to change, as things continue to evolve, your favorite hunter, or your favorite huntress, how would I say it? Favorite huntress's huntress, there you go, is on TikTok. It is a new platform, relatively new. It started last March, and I know if you probably watch the news or anything like that, it's like, oh, TikTok is invented by the Chinese, another thing for, another platform to spy on Americans and get secrets and keep up with us and blah, 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 blah. All the tinfoil hat wearing people, conspiracy theorists, basically just decided, TikTok bad. The reality of it is a social media platform created sharing and discovering short music videos, kind of like karaoke, basically designed for young folks to express themselves, singing, dancing, comedy, lip syncing. I know I've seen some great TikToks from Rain Outdoors. Her and Jason, Mr. Knockout, they do a really great job with their TikTok videos. Completely hilarious. But like I said, your favorite hunter, your favorite hunter's hunter, your favorite huntress's huntress is on TikTok making videos, doing fun things. I looked the other day and I saw a few major hunting brands that are on TikTok. And I mean, it's just another social media platform, another way for certain brands to reach their customers, reach their, potential customers, reach their followers, people that are supporting their brand. Of course, that begs the question, well, damn, AB3, you going to be on TikTok with Bryant Land and bring Bryant Land to TikTok? I'm not saying no, but one of the goals of the Bryant Land Show this year and for our media brand, Bryant Land, is to continue to grow and continue to get our message to a wide variety of audience, continue to grow our audience, have people out there who are listening, to what we have to say and passing on the knowledge that we are passing on. Now, does that necessarily mean the demographics of TikTok and all that stuff fit what Bryant Land is doing? Time will tell. We'll do a little research. I'm not going to, bore y'all with the numbers and the gibberish of whether or not, the demographics and all that stuff makes sense. But the reality is, it's people that are relevant, people that are exciting, people that are having fun are on TikTok. It's a new platform, and with wanting to keep our brand and keep our podcast, in the right light and keep eyes on our podcast, it may be something to consider. So if we decide to do it, we'll let you know. Stay tuned. You never know. You might see a Bryant Land TikTok soon. Now, one of the other things that caught my eye over the holidays as I was perusing the old internet, depending on who you talk to, and there's some people in some of the circles I run around, jokes, they'll say Al Gore's internet. Still not really sure how Al Gore became the internet became Al Gore's internet. I'm still trying to work on that. When I figure it out, I'll get back to y'all. But anyway, perusing the internet, and I came across a Realtree.com article. Will Brantley bought this article back in December to us. Like I said, it's a realtree.com article. And the headline really grabbed me: Monster Buck Poached in Kentucky. We all know about poachers. We can all agree that poachers are probably hunting scum of the earth. I mean, just people out there on your land, on your property. They got no business out there. They got no reason to be out there. Poachers, like I said, really the bottom feeders of the hunting world. And the reason why this story caught my eye was like, well, unfortunately, people poach deer, all during the season. You can almost dare say every day, and would not be exaggerating. But the thing that was interesting and really caught my eye to me as I dug deeper and read the story: Boone County, Kentucky, giant non-typical buck. And we all know what non-typical bucks, those are some really heavy-duty trophies. You're talking about deer antlers that have some funkiness to them, maybe a drop tine, a kicker, off of one side or whatever. Antlers that are kind of funky. Those are non-typical. Ladies and gentlemen, this Kentucky deer, non-typical buck, scored 230 and 6/8. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what does that mean? That means that deer was big as hell. 230 and 6/8. That was a huge deer. And unfortunately, it was a man who was poaching, like I said, Boone County, Kentucky. Conservation officers with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife investigated fellow named Robert J. Koch of Union in November. They got photos of the dead buck going around, and then he was charged, he being Koch, charged with hunting private property without permission, illegally killing the buck, and illegally reporting the harvest. So my man went out here. Not only was he hunting in a place where he had no business, had no permission, didn't, like I said, had no business being out there. He killed this illegal buck and then went on and reported the harvest like it was his. 3 obviously wrongs, killing the buck illegally, hunting where you ain't got no business, and then making an illegal harvest report. Whenever you make a kill, you have to, tag your buck or tag your animal, tag your doe or whatever, and report it to the whatever version of the Department of Wildlife. Here in Georgia, we do ours via an app. We don't have physical tags. I know in South Carolina they have physical tags. Not sure what they do in Kentucky. Nevertheless, the point being, totally illegal, 200 or 230 6/8 deer, man, trophy in anybody's eyes. Unfortunately, when you got going out there poaching, just a terrible, terrible thing. You hate to see that. I just wish that, our hunting community would admonish and would, put as much energy into just being against poachers, put as much energy into denouncing poachers, as much energy as people in our community put into complaining about how people hunt, whether they hunt, free range, high fence, whatever the case is. I just like to see our community, our hunting community, get more on the same page, get more on one accord, and just really speak out against these poachers. Because I tell you what, man, these poachers are definitely public enemy number one when it comes to having your own land out here in our hunting community.
Bryant land.
2021 is upon us. We're in a new year. I know after the crazy things, the crazy year that was 2020, I know we're looking forward to bigger and better things this year. That is no different for us here at Bryantland and the Bryantland Show. We are working on securing awesome guests for you guys. I really want to do video this year. I really want to record podcasts via Zoom and of the like, stuff like that. We want to get, different variety of guests. We've already got some folks that have reached out to us that want to come through, bless us with their presence and their stories on our podcast. So 2021, man, is looking up. I tell you, it is all about growth in this new year. It is all about growing the show, the brand, getting it out in front of more ears and eyeballs, man. So just looking forward to getting things going here in the new year in 2021. It's going to be a great year, man. I think I'm going to try something different. People always say you can speak, what you want into existence. So I'm going to speak it right now for all of us, man. We're going to have a great year. We're going to have successful hunts. We're going to make great kills. We're going to get, record kills, whether it's personal best, state records, whatever, man. I'm just putting all of that out there in the atmosphere, as they say, because I want 2021, not only for me, but for all of y'all, to be the best year yet. So let's get out there. Let's make it happen. That's what we're going to do here in 2021. Before I get ready to get on out of here, man, I just want to hit y'all with a couple of things. And honestly, full transparency, I need to find another way to say this. I feel like all last year I ended the show saying the same thing. Before I get ready to get out of here, I want to hit you guys with a couple. I need to come up with something different. So this will be the last week, starting off with finishing the show with before I get ready to get on out of here, let me hit y'all. We did that all of 2020. You guys know what it is. You know the website. You know it's BryantlandCountry.com. Just do me a favor. Just go to the website. See what we got. See what we got going on. Like I said, every week during 2020, I came to you guys, sounded almost like a broken record. You just want to go and check out the website. Go do it, okay? Tell your people. Let them know. We got podcasts. We got everything. Go to the website, BryantlandCountry.com. Make sure you check out the people that sponsor our show and that work with Bryantland. I'm talking about the likes of Onyx Hunt, knowing where you stand. Go and check those folks out. Pick up their app. Give them a follow. They are here for our show. We need y'all to go and be there for them. Folks at our Setter Boots, they outfitted me all during the hunting season with some great boots, man, during deer season. You guys need to go check them out. And if you haven't done so yet, go get you a Traeger grill. It is one of the greatest, quote-unquote, toys that I got last year in 2020. And it's rolling into 2021. Traeger smoke still burning, man. So make sure you go support those folks because they are supporting the Bryantland brand. 2021, new year, new beginnings. Bryantland Show is here. Going to bring you a great podcast every week. Make sure you tell 5 people to tell them 5 more people. Come on, listen, get on board. Might even have a TikTok coming up. You never know, man. We don't know what we're going to do over here. We're figuring it out. We're putting together a master plan, as they say. But as always, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for supporting. And make sure you come back here next week. That's another one. I gotta figure out something to say because I've also said that for the last week or so. Hey, make sure you come back next week for another episode. We got to do something different. We got to figure something out. But in the meantime, while I try to figure it out, come back here next week. Another episode of the Bryant Land Show. Y'all have a good week. Appreciate y'all.